playing a game. So let me just kind of swap that around, make it slightly more caster friendly. And here we go, guys. It is I Cast Your Freakin' Awesome Replays, ICYFAR for short, weekly show. Basically, a carbon copy of Day 9's Fun Day Monday, because I am unoriginal as fuck. And that's what I like to do. Copy other people who do things better than me, do it a little bit worse. We like to call this the Budget Day 9 Fun Day Monday. I Cast Your Freakin' Awesome Replays. The challenge we're casting today, of course, was bloody Mozzies, where players had to harass with small amounts of air units. And basically be as annoying as a bunch of mosquitoes coming in the middle of the night, stealing your blood, buzzing around your ears like a piece of shit, and trying to annoy you. So, yeah, let's see how they do. I think it was the Terran player here, or maybe it was, actually, I think it was Bandari who was saying, I only like air units. He said in chat at the start of this game, and only in small numbers. So, the hard rule on this challenge was you can't go around with mass air harassment. It has to be a maximum of 5 air units together. And the more individual air units coming in from different angles, the better. So let's see what they did, guys. Up here in the top left-hand side, in the blue, the Protoss player, he is Bandari. And down here in the bottom right-hand side, in the red, the Terran, he is Herzed. Going for a double gas and a barracks wall off on the low ground, and oh my god, Bandari. This is what we call the no fear proxy, where you're like, I just hope my opponent makes 0 attempt to scout, because I'm gonna build my stuff right next to your friggin' base. Like, it's in the same screen of his natural expansion, but Bandari's gonna do it anyway, because he's trying to be a bit of a cheeky dickhead. Isn't that just the worst thing, by the way, when a Mozzie's buzzing around your ear and you're trying to sleep? That's actually one of my biggest triggers. Do you guys have a technique for that? I personally, whenever that happens, you know, you wave it around your head, but it's always going to come back and come buzzing near your ear. So I always go and I just pull the blankets off my legs and I'm like, just fucking, here's the sacrifice, alright? Suck the blood out of my legs. I don't give a fuck as long as you stop buzzing around my ears and actually piss off. And that's, it tends to work. I wake up with a few Mozzie bites on my legs, but it's not too bad. It's okay, it gets the job done. Please share your own, you have a cat? You throw your cat at them? Oh, that works? Holy shit, I gotta get a cat. I didn't know you could throw a cat at a mosquito. That sounds amazing. Guys, if you want to get replays in for next week, please do go ahead and send your replays in for next week's challenge. What is next week's challenge? It is 360 degrees. Send me your best replays with sick flanking engagements, and most of all, some beautiful surrounds. So it's all about how you tactically engage next week. So all you need to do, hop on the ladder, go for good flanks, go for good surrounds, engages. We were casting Tempests. Oh my god, he just got surrounded by a single probe. What a useless SCV. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, send in your replays. We saw Need vs Nurtio. We were casting that IEM series yesterday, and there was a sick moment where a charge lot flank saved him from this epic Hydra concave. It was really cool. So whatever cool moments you get, send them in, guys, and looking forward to casting those replays. All right, down here, it's double proxy Stargate Mass Oracle. He can't even build off both Stargates at the same time. This little fucker's coming in, turns on his laser beam. He's like, num, 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 get fucked, dickheads. Yeah, gonna kill a bunch of SCVs. These two Marines are like the bravest little shits ever. They're like, oh, we're gonna fight you, dickhead. And the Oracle's like, nah, you're actually not. Second Oracle comes in. There's more Oracles than there are Marines right now. I think Herzed is her dead right now. I actually feel really uncomfortable that I just said her dead. That's not even a joke, pig. That doesn't even make any fucking sense, you spaz. Anyways, is gonna kill a lot of SCVs here. That's a grand total of like, what, 6 SCVs? 7 workers killed already. Bandari, the dirty bandit that he is, comes in, zaps the fuck out of Herzed's economy. Keep in mind though, he's only on 1 base. He's just starting his Nexus back at home. Herzed's like, alright, we're all down on the natural, I don't even have any gas mining. Thankfully I've got 300 in the bank, so it's okay. He's basically just relying on the Cyclone lock-on, but that's like 4 air units. Oh man, thankfully for Herzed, Bandari turns on the Oracle laser beam when he has a grand total of about 30 energy. Instantly runs out of energy, the Oracles can't shoot, and he has to turn away. What a fail attack. I love you, Bandari, but that was fucking terrible, mate. That was hilarious. He had just enough energy to turn the laser beams on and do nothing else. I think he shot one Marine twice, lifted up another Marine, and then just floated away. Well done there, Bandari. Gonna have to sit back and wait for some more energy. Meanwhile, the Marine count's building up. We've got more Cyclones coming out. I think Herzed should be okay now. Starting to mass up missile turrets. And Bandari's like, let's build a forge, because why the fuck not? Yeah, okay. Why not? Got to get those forge upgrades, of course. You get the plasma shields for your Phoenix. Everyone knows that's an important upgrade for Phoenix. The Oracles turn their laser beams on. Oh shit, this time Herzed's ready. Time for a bit of revenge, you fucking mosquitoes. Pulls out his fucking Dynamo 9000 bug spray. Zaps the fuck out of them. Most of the mosquitoes die. 2 of them run away. Their little fucking needles tucked between their fucking disgusting legs. And yeah, I mean, Bandari, he's done a lot of damage. He's bled Herzed a little bit, but I gotta say, I think he was hoping for a bit more. That second fight, they're kind of fucking terrible. He's gonna follow up now with some more douchebaggery, using a bit of stasis trap outside the base maneuver. He's gonna be building just non-stop Phoenix, and oh my, he's actually making plasma shields. I was making a fucking joke. This guy's a bit of a gronk, man. I love it. I love it. Bandari here is going to go for like the strongest shield upgraded Phoenix Oracle we have ever fucking seen. And it is going to be incredible. Oh, building a 3rd Stargate at home as well. A wall of cannons. This is the sort of douchebaggery I can get behind. Oracle versus missile turret. Who wins, guys? Who wins? Okay, we learned something that was definitely already known before. Turns out the missile turret does beat the Oracle. Poor man, fucking Bandari, man. Talk about a good start into a whole bunch of terrible fucking engagements. He goes again. This isn't like your normally, you know, it's one mosquito buzzing around your head in the night, pissing you off. This is like a fucking swarm of mosquitoes come in and keep landing on your fist. So you're just like, oh, you just like keep punching. And they're all just fucking dying. It's like, okay, this is kind of frightening because there's so many mosquitoes, but they don't have very good survival instincts. These Bandari Mozzies are really fucking stupid, to put it mildly. A nice little stasis trap there says get fucked. This single Phoenix is like, I am the last one alive, and oh shit, he was trying to go into Void Rays. But Herzed moves out. Herzed's like, no, I'm gonna kill those, mate. And I think Bandari's mosquito strategy not quite working out in this one, man. He's going to lose both Stargates. He's going for a 3rd, though. He's trying to build a wall of pylons and a shield battery. Don't know if he knows. Pylon overcharge, not actually a spell anymore. He's going for a wall of cannons on the natural. Some shield batteries there as well. And he's building Void Rays one at a time. All right, so he's going from kind of annoying mosquitoes to more like... This is like after, a Void Ray is kind of like after you see that big mummy Mozzie, and she's just sucked your blood all night, and she just is like sitting on the wall in your living room. You're like, is that a fucking giant mosquito with a big throbbing sack filled with my blood? Yes, it is. It's slow, it's not maneuverable, it's usually fucking already laid its spawn, and it's already laid egg somewhere, so you're already fucked. And it's not really very maneuverable, but it is scary and giant. So we're going to see exactly how the single Void Ray does. We're going to see some more Stargates come down and a carrier beacon, as we call it. Maybe Tempests, maybe carriers, maybe Phoenix range upgrade. The fleet beacon coming down. Bandari's like, all right, I've got 3 bases. Meanwhile, Herzed is more paranoid than a, I don't know, person who's off their meds or something, who has... paranoid schizophrenia or something? I don't know. What else is paranoid? A Terran player who's had 6 fucking Oracles and 8 Phoenix fly into his base in the first 5 minutes? Yeah, I'd say he's more paranoid than that. I think that's fair. That's a fair call. Why not? Void Ray and a couple Phoenix going to come in. 3rd CC is like, I'm going to build it on the edge. Just so you can come and stop me from building. Definitely didn't want to build it back here in the safety of the missile turrets or nothing. And there we go. It's mosquito time. Picks up this SCV just for good measure. Bandari is like, just so he couldn't run away. Had to make sure I did that. And once again, oh, fuckity. Oh, God. Another Phoenix gets blasted. This time, I think Bandari, a little bit better at judging the engagement, says, 1 Void Ray doesn't beat 8 Marines and 3 Cyclones. I've learnt from my losses. I've learnt from my experiences in life. I'm not one-dimensional, alright? But what I am is 3-dimensional. 3 Tempest dimensional, to be fucking specific, because we've got 3 fucking Tempests building at a time. Bandari's like, you're going only ground units? What's the worst fucking capital ship against ground units? It's Tempests. But you know what? If I get behind the fucking mineral lines, I can be a dickhead. And that really is my goal here, to be a bit of a dickhead. It's not so much about winning in the most efficient way, it's about being a cunt. So it looks like that's what he's going to go for. He's got +2 fucking plasma shields on the way, still hasn't started any upgrades on the cyber core, but is building a second one, just so he can go double upgrades at the same time. Why the hell not? Meanwhile, Herzed's like, I better keep massing siege tanks. Triple factory siege tank seems like the counter to Oracles and Phoenixes. I don't know if you guys have ever kind of looked through the unit counters, but I'm pretty sure Herzed has, because knowing the BattleNet built-in tooltips, it probably actually would tell you to build siege tanks against an air army. That's kind of the high quality sort of advice you'd get in those. They'd be like, did you know Marines are a hard counter to Banelings if you split them with 450 APM? And you're like, oh, tooltip, I don't know if that's right, man. I'm really worried for new players that actually read these things. Anyways, mass siege tank versus Sky Toss. We're gonna have to see how this one works out. Prediction, guys. Feel like Herzed's definitely going to win. I feel like it's a sure thing. I mean, realistically, all he needs to do is just winch up those siege tank cannons so they're elevated a little bit, so they're shooting into the air. And it should be easy, man. He's got Marauders coming out as well. I mean, Marauders, they're pretty good versus Sky Toss. Just got to fucking lay them on their back so they can shoot their grenades straight up in the air, eh? Medevacs are going to go down. Nice little pick off here from the Bandari Bandit. He's got 3 Tempests coming down. They were looking for a run by, but they're way out of position. Right now, we've got the one big fucking mummy mosquito. She's sitting there. She's like, give me your blood, dickheads. They're like, no, I'm going to fucking kill you right now. You are a mosquito, mate. Oh, the shield battery's trying to save it. Oh, she gets out of there. The cannons hold on strong. Cannon shield battery here holding on for now. It's Tempest versus siege tank. How often do you fucking see this? Hey, these 3 Tempests are like, we better counterattack. They actually stop the combat shields upgrade, not bloody bad. Rando Phoenix over here picks up a siege tank. The Tempest in the open, it's gonna go down. Oh shit, stuff's not going the way of Bandari right now. I was kind of joking before about siege tanks being pretty bad versus Sky Toss. Turns out they're not too bad versus photon cannons. Turns out they can shoot further than them and do bonus to armored. Maybe I'm a dumbass. I don't even know. Maybe I am. Alright. Herzed, though, is like, you know what? I better give you time to get out more flying units. Because realistically, having 2 Cyclones and 5 Marines that shoot up, you definitely can't contest this army if I give you a few more seconds to build some more stuff. Better move forward and siege up here. These Void Rays and Tempests panicking bloody hard right now. They're trying to get out of there. I love this Tempest skin, by the way. Does get me a little bit wet. This Natural's getting ravaged. The probe's going down. How many Tempests? We've only got 1 Tempest back at home, but it looks like it's got 8 kills. We got 2 Vikings versus 1 Tempest. And let me tell you, unlike that 2 Girls 1 Cup video, in this one, it is one side that wins, as opposed to that internet video where both sides lost, including the people that watched it, who lost probably the most of all, because they didn't even get paid to watch that video. They just ended up having traumatic nightmares for weeks on end. Nonetheless, a couple Tempests coming in from the left, Void Ray on the right. The quad shield batteries like, how about a nice tall glass of fucking shield regeneration, dickhead? And it looks like finally Bandari, the Sky Toss Bandit, gonna hang on here and say, yeah, how often are your siege tank pushes met with mass Tempest, mate? How about that? And Herzed's like, well, I guess I make mass Viking now? Yeah. Triple factory, not doing too well for me. There is a single Thor. He's looking mean. He's looking in charge. Doesn't have his cannons up on his shoulders though. He's really got to lift those up there. He's got to bring the deltoids in if he wants to actually be good against these units. You only really want to use your shitty javelin launchers if you're up against Mass Phoenix. Otherwise, you do want those single targets. He's not going to be using it though. Vikings coming in there like, get fucked, Void Ray. These Tempests in the open. I mean, there's so many Tempests though. There's not that many Vikings. He might actually be able to beat these Vikings, even though Tempests are bloody trash against them. The Vikings going to take down 1 Tempest. Are they going to get a second one? Oh, the Marines and the Thor coming in. Oh, Marines really friggin' good against Tempest, man. Bandari here with the 0 micro Tempest assault. He's just going full blatantly trollish mosquito attack here, man. This is really not like a normal Mozzie. Normal Mozzie's annoying. They're fucking all over the place. They're frustrating. Bandari is just like a flock of fucking, what are those insects in like the Bible and shit they have? Locusts or whatever? You guys have those in other... We don't have them in Australia. He's like a fucking locust swarm. He's just fucking zerging into every engagement in the most frustrating way possible. And Herzed's like, fuck, I have no idea how to deal with this. We've got 2-2 on the way, and he is building a few more Marines out of his... What have we got? We've got like 2 fucking starports, 3 factories, 2 barracks. Really? He's got 2 barracks, but he's got 2-2 upgrades. Poor Herzed, man. He's about to hit the sickest ground army upgrades, and he has the ability to build 2 Marines at a time. Not sure if that's too ideal, man. He's in a little bit of shit city. Bandari, though, is like, you know what? Let's go back into Mozzie mode. Let's come in from the edges again. Once again, Command Center goes down in the worst possible location. These Marauders are like, shit, we still can't shoot up, apparently. You know, my opponent hasn't built a single ground unit this entire game, but I better keep building Marauders just in case. These Vikings gonna come forward. They do take out both of the Phoenixes, but shit, man, where's the Marines? Where's the rest of the Vikings? These Tempests doing pretty well. They've taken down most of the Vikings. The Vikings are like, fucking giant balls of death hitting me in the face, man. But the Marines come forward and they're gonna spell the doom of this one. Bandari, man, these Tempests not having a good time. Oh, the Thor even comes on with his shitty little javelin missile launchers. Oh, I just saw the javelin missile launchers actually shoot out of this little panel there. That panel there on either side of the cockpit actually opens up and the fucking missiles shoot out of there. How cute is that? He really should be pulling these big guns up on his shoulders though, man. You can't skip shoulders day. You fucking Thor, man. Pick him up, dude. Anyways, what do we got? We've got another 2 starports on the way, because 4 starports, probably what we need with those 2-2 bio upgrades. Why not? At home, we've got +2, +1 on the way for the Sky Army. Is there Graviton Catapult? There is, and there's carriers on the way. So this is like the brood mother of the mosquito swarm of bullshit. The carriers, probably the big game-ending unit in this game if you can get enough of them. But right now, Herzed's actually keeping up. Herzed's like, hey, I've got a 3rd mining. I've got a 4th on the way. I've actually got more SCVs than you. If I drop some mules, I'm going to have a ton more economy than you. But Bandari's like, all right, I'm going to take all these bases. I'm going to try and recover as well. He's rebuilding the probe count. He's still got this ridiculous shield battery defense on the 3rd, which kind of is hypnotizing a little bit, isn't it? You've got all these mini Death Stars in this little fucking plasma field on top of this weird little grid claw thing. I don't know. It's not just me, right? They do look like the Death Star, but it's spinning. Is it some sort of joke? Are they making fun of Star Wars in some way? I don't know. Protoss using some interdimensional rift power, and they're actually using miniature Death Stars as power sources or some shit. I don't know. Meanwhile, Bandari's like, I'm gonna come in with 2 Phoenixes and kill some fucking SCVs. How about that, dickhead? Herzed's like, can you piss off, mate? I've actually got a good Viking count now, and they've got 1-1. So, get wrecked. He's going to move down the right-hand side at the same time. He's still got a couple of these siege tanks. They're a little bit lost. They're like, you know, it kind of sucks being in a battle where we can't actually shoot the opponents, but at least we can run past and kill their fucking bases. And, oh shit, where's the air army, man? It's all the way over on the left-hand side. Bandari! Not going to go for a recall. He's just going to run these probes away, tail between his legs. He's like, that is too much Terran, man. I got to get me +3 air weapons. I got to get some more Tempests out. He's going to go for the ultimate fucking flying fleet of fuckery over here. Herzed's like, I'm just going to back off, establish this 4th planetary, and oh, you get me wet, baby. Do that fusion core dance. He's getting Yamato cannon right now. He's already got a couple Ravens out. Oh, I'd love to see a few anti-armor missiles throughout this game. That'd be friggin' sick. So it looks like we might see a battlecruiser transition. And that could work pretty damn well, man. Still building 1 Marauder and 2 Marines at a time. Poor Zed. Imagine if he just had 8 barracks. He just runs across the map. He's like, oh, I've got 40 Marines. I actually just win this game. But instead he's going for the much more entertaining and complicated army. +2 ship weapons and armor on the way. Are we going to see those battle cruisers? Come on, make me happy, baby. Oh no, he's like, you know what? I feel like at any moment now, you might swap back into Blink Stalkers. I better build 3 fucking siege tanks at a time. Oh, no. Oh no, fuckity fuck, man. This is hilarious. Herzed, of course, not used to being harassed non-stop by air units, in a bit of a alien situation right now, is a bit confused about what to do, is going back to the default Terran of, I'm just gonna build a shitload of siege tanks. And you know, oh man, he's macroing like a boss. He's got a 4th up, he's taking a 5th CC. He's in a pretty good position macro-wise, spending-wise, upgrade-wise. But Jesus Christ, he's gone 5 starport and he's not using him. So it's going to be a little bit troublesome for our red Terran. But that being said, we've only got 2 carriers out. Most of it's still in Tempests. And as we pointed out earlier, Tempests are utter shit against Marines and Vikings in pitched battles. Unless you're going to fucking micro them back and cover them with like cannons or storm or something to help protect them, they're kind of just terrible. Carriers, on the other hand, en masse will smash this army. Remember, we've still got +2 plasma shields from earlier in the game. That quick forge actually is kind of contributing to everything. It also helps out all the buildings as well. And with 3-1, +3 attack, +1 armor, that's going to be outstripping the upgrades of Herzed by quite a bit. At the same time, okay, both armies are kind of passing each other. Neither knows about the other one being on the map right now, and we are about to see potentially a huge-ass base trade or a recall. Right now, this is really dangerous for Bandari because Herzed has, I think, the harder-hitting army with the Marines and Marauders. Gonna come in here, and immediately this army starts to run backwards. Is he gonna recall it? No, he's not. He's just gonna try and run home. 1 Stargate is in the open. It's gonna go down. Oh, siege tanks on the high ground. Shell. That mineral line. The probes are like, can we please stop mining minerals? And only 2 of them do survive down there. We've got these 2 Ravens. I really want to see some of those friggin' anti-armor missiles. 2-2 is finished for the Vikings. Here we go. Oh, there's a bunch of shield batteries there. Bandari's going to go for it. He's got some cannons to fall back to on the left as well. Overcharge on the Void Rays. He starts to fall back to the left. My God, that's a lot of Tempests. But he's not actually in much of the shield battery range right now. A lot of the bio is just fighting random buildings right now. They're not actually engaging. The Ravens not doing anything. The Vikings finally take down a few Tempests, but the shield batteries were helping so much throughout. The Marines and Marauders are just standing there looking in the air like a bunch of drugged up dummies. All they care about is when their next Stimpack injection's coming, man. They have absolutely zero independent problem-solving skills. Herzed's got to run home and rethink that one. He says, you know what? I think Marines would be pretty good. Let's build 2 more barracks. Finally, he's got a 6th starport with a tech lab. We've got 3 BCs, 3 Thors, and 2 Marines and a Marauder building at a time. Always a single Marauder and 2 Marines. It makes me so happy to see. All game long, we've got this bloody sick upgraded 2-2 bio trickling out, pretty much like a tap that hasn't been tightened too much. It's just a single drop, slowly filling up the bucket of bio. Herzed is going to be getting out more Thors, though. The question is, does Thor, does he know how to lift the guns onto his shoulders? This is one of the most disappointing things, is when you go mass Thor and you think they're going to wreck an air army, and then you're like, oh, they're all shooting their javelin missile launchers, man. They are not good against this army. They're kind of okay against interceptors if they get the magic hits, but they almost never do. So let's see how they go. Here comes Bandari's big-ass fucking mosquito fleet of death counterattack. The Marines and Marauders run forward, but the rest of the army isn't there. Herzed goes in, complete disarray from our Terran player. Actually manages to gun down most of the interceptors. Oh, an anti-armor missile lands as well. These Marines gunning down a lot of these interceptors. The Thor as well taking them down, but the Tempest still standing strong, firing down their death and destruction. We've got Thors, we've got battlecruisers, we've got Vikings, we've got a ton of rando Marauders up there as well, which could be counterattacking right now. Herzed is in disarray though. He's got to bring the units to the front. He's got to get these Thors into single fire mode, man. He's trying to take down the interceptors, but all the Vikings and BCs just aren't there. Finally, the battle cruisers are coming forward. We've got 3 more BCs in production. Bandari here decides to split the army in half. Looks like it's probably a terrible decision as Yamato cannons land and 2 of those carriers do go down. Actually, one of them gets away with 3 hit points. Herzed's like, yeah, you can leave, I'm a nice guy. Meanwhile, Bandari is like, you know what, let's bring the other half of this army down. Why the fuck not? Starts blasting down these Vikings from afar. Man, those Tempests deal a lot of damage to the battle cruisers. Holy shit, that bonus to armored, doing 67 damage a shot with +3. Those battle cruisers just disappear. That single carrier is going to get out of there. These Tempests, looks like they have actually pulled their guns up onto their shoulders. Finally, they got that high impact payload firing there rather than the explosive payload. But the carrier does get pulled back. Bandari here, the Mosquito Bandit of Death, the guy who totally fucked up this game with mass air harass the entire game long. He's coming in for the kill. The Tempests look like they are going to get it done. Herzed, unfortunately, just not building enough Marines. They would have got the job done, but didn't quite commit to him this game around. The Thor's trying to pull back. That Thor desperately trying to take out this huge clump of interceptors. 3 more battlecruisers are out. They do have Yamato cannons ready. That'll be able to eliminate 2 of these carriers if they're placed correctly. Here we go. 3 Yamatos do go down. One of them dies before it even launches. They only manage to take out 1 carrier, and they all go down. The Tempests, man, brutality taking them down. We've got a few Marauders in the tank doing a nice little counter attack. Herzed, though, I gotta say, man, sick macro in the face of absolute fucking weirdness. Terrible tech choices, unfortunately, for the Red Terran player. Just needed to build a fuck ton of Marines and he would have had this one in the bag. But in the end, it turns out the 7 Starport battlecruiser transition didn't quite have time to get going. He did have pretty good air upgrades as well, but he just didn't quite get there. And now he's losing his production. He's trying to come in and hit the last little bits of the economy of Bandari. Bandari, the shield battery masses all over the place. More Tempests over there as well. He's got the game in the bag. GG, well played. Well played, Bandari. My man, my man, my man. GG. Saying Tempests get bonus to armored. Did I say armored? I meant massive, obviously. Pretty sure you misheard me though. Pretty sure I said massive. You are a dumbass. Get wrecked. Nah, but honestly, Tempests do a shitload of damage. 67 with +3. How many shots does that take to kill a battlecruiser with +2 armor? +2 armor, BC has what, 5 armor, guys? That's 62 damage a shot. What's 550 divided by 62? Twitch chat maths, activate. 550 divided by 62. Go, 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 go. So, this is one of these games, guys, where Herzed kind of wonders what went wrong in this game. And after a few minutes, he finally throws in a towel and a look of utter distaste on his mouth. Bit of frustration, bit of anger, no doubt. But that's how it goes, man. Every now and then you die to proxy 2 Stargate right outside your natural running oracles and phoenixes in. So GG's well played. Much love for sending in that replay, Bandari, you fucking psychopath. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love for the support, mobile, the support, mobile.